Perfect.
I'll pass the torch. Gerald, what you doing?
We've got a couple things here, Jordan. First of all, welcome back.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
You're probably not going to see you for another 6 months, but
Probably not, but
Yeah, probably not.
disappear into the ether.
It makes it more special.
Labor Day weekend was last weekend, so I had a bunch of free time because I was not invited to any parties. Cool. So I watched Narcos season 2 came out.
You watched the whole thing.
The whole thing.
Like in
Yeah.
a day and a half, right?
Yeah, we watched like episode 1 and half of episode 2 the weekend it came out, and then Labor Day weekend we just watched like 8 hours of Narcos because it's like 10 episodes.
You know what that's about, right? Pablo Escobar.
I'm guessing it's about drugs.
Yes.
Yeah, Pablo Escobar like during that time, late.
We
80s,
talked about it.
early
I think you were
90s.
here
Yeah,
when we
actually,
talked
I
about
do
it. We did a
remember
view at
talking about
Cute Crit. Baby
I feel
bird.
like if you watch that much of it, then you're going to want to do it.
Yeah, I'm a total
You know what I
cokehead
mean?
now, guys.
No, wait, question. Are you going to get into the business or just do cocaine? That's
Just cocaine.
Okay. All right, well.
No, but solid, man. It's so good, that show.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, no spoilers here. It goes over the end of Pablo
This is
Escobar's
it,
reign.
right? This is, well, I mean, I don't know what
They're
they're
signed
do.
on for 2 more seasons, so. Well, so it's called Narcos. It's not called Pablo Escobar, so
They're gonna-
he kind of started that trade, so they're going to follow the Cali cartel, which was they at once provided 90% of the world's cocaine. After
They were
reign
the
of Pablo
Tyson
Escobar.
chicken of cocaine.
Exactly. And like you see them in this second season and how ruthless they are. Not nearly as like violent as Pablo, but anyway, it's super good. What else did I put here?
So are they the reason prices are so high?
Stop it. Stop it. No, but is this, so I guess you watched True Detective, right?
Yep.
And that show was totally different cast in the second season, but did it involve the same universe like this does?
Are you talking about True Detective? Or?
True Detective. I'm wondering if
no,
they're
I don't
kind
think
of
so. It's
okay.
totally
I was just wondering if they're in this instance it is all based
Yeah, all
quote
the same
unquote
universe.
real stories, right? So based
Exactly,
on a true
yeah.
story. So I was just interested if it's a new cast of characters or if
Yeah.
it feels more like a spin-off is what I'm trying to say.
Oh no, not this season. I'm sure next season will.
No, that's what I mean next season.
Yeah,
So.
and we're not sure where if like the DEA agents are going to follow them because like the 2 main DEA agents at this point in real history they were off the case, like they moved back to the U.S. and stuff. So we'll see. But they kind of
Once
tied
you
some
catch
stuff in at the
Pablo
end.
Escobar, what else can you do? I mean, you're like
Yeah, you win.
you set the high score, right? You type in your initials and you walk away.
But it is cool, like seeing, like I think you said this before, like seeing the real footage with the fictionalized footage. And there's like a part after end when he gets shot. Spoiler alert. Where like the main
Wait,
DEA
a
agent,
drug dealer gets shot?
Yeah, right.
Oh.
The main DEA agent's like lifting him up, and they take a picture and stuff, and like they show the real picture, and like it's just
That's cool. That's
real,
always
man.
that's always cool. Like the classic shot of his mugshot when he first got caught way
him
back.
smiling and stuff.
Yeah, and then they cut to that in the actual. And the guy who plays Pablo Escobar, I mean, like
Excellent actor.
well, excellent, and he looks like him. Like,
Oh,
it's,
yeah.
it's not like
He's a little fat and stuff. Yeah,
it's
perfect.
good. So I'm glad you liked it.
But yeah, solid show. What
Is it
else?
binge worthy? I mean, I know it's a good show, but like, is it one of those where it ends and it's just like we got to watch the next
Oh yeah,
episode?
definitely.
Okay, good.
Yeah, definitely has those kind of hooks.
It knows.
Yeah, exactly. Got a new Xbox controller. If
Yep.
you guys listened before, my debacle with my expensive Xbox One Elite controller, you can go listen back on that. But I got a new controller to replace that one. This is the new one that comes with the Xbox One S, so it is a little bit different than your traditional controller. First of all, everything is here. If you were watching on YouTube, you can see everything here. I customized the colors and everything.
Of course,
So,
it's
like,
red.
Yeah, of course it's red. But you've got like backplates of buttons. You can change the colors of the buttons and the controller sticks and all this stuff.
So you
It
changed
shows-
them all to like a super secret black?
What? No.
You chose black?
Yeah, I
With
chose
all the
black and
options
red
of the
because I like
colors,
black
and you
and
chose
red.
Black and red.
black?
No, but here's the coolest part. He's totally burying the lead. Check that out.
Yeah, I got my
Oh, yeah,
gamer
that's
tag
cool.
laser engraved in it. That was actually like $9 just for that.
It's pretty cool though. I think this is supposed to be more responsive. Or
Well, in terms of the changes with the original Xbox One controller, one, this is Bluetooth, so it's super PC friendly now. Where before you'd have to buy either hook it up through a wire or a special wireless dongle. This works with all Bluetooth. It works great. And in terms of the controllers, they have like the where you put your hands are more grippy now. They have like this texture here.
yeah, it feels like a kind of
Feels a
carbon
lot better.
fiber, if you will. No, I'm just kidding.
No,
but-
about that. But the texture definitely feels better in the hand because, gaming sessions, you get all sweaty and stuff. I was playing Madden earlier today. I was getting all sweaty and stuff. But, like, it's nice and grippy so you don't lose your controller.
Cool.
But that seems to be the same.
How much, the problem is how expensive was this?
So after taxes and everything, it was like $96.
It's cheaper than the other one that you broke, right?
Well, that was $150. So still cheaper than that. I think the base one of this is, I want to say it's either 70 or 80 instead of the standard 60 for a wireless controller. But like I said, you get to customize and all your kind of stuff. Like I said, laser engraving, excuse me, laser engraving was an additional cost as well. But yeah, it's cool.
And what
There's
colors do they have? Everything?
a bunch. You can create like the most hideous looking,
like green buttons with like a
all
yellow.
sorts of weird stuff. Yeah,
Cool.
you can do anything you want. But
Christmas,
yeah, super cool.
Christmas colored.
Yeah, they have a gallery of like the user generated ones, and of course there's a bunch of terrible ones.
I was gonna say, do they have like like famous designers and stuff like that, or even like game publishers?
Eddie Bauer.
Yeah, like an Eddie Bauer. That's where you went. I was thinking more like a developer of a game.
LL Bean designed controller, please. No, and it's just colors. There's no like patterns and stuff you can put. It's just colors.
Not yet.
Not yet. But it's cool seeing them getting to this. So
Leather bound?
Like leather buttons.
Oh, it's called the Stone Age. It's all just leather. All right.
Yeah, but it's really cool. Other than that, I think everything
So
else
far
I
you're
did
digging
this
it?
week. Yeah,
Hopefully it doesn't break.
It's a controller, and like I said, I just like that I could put on my PC without needing a cable.
Reminds me of Nike for a while. I don't know if they still have it. You could like design your own shoes at Nike, at the Nike store. You like pick your colors and pick your shoelace color and like the type of design and everything.
Really?
And then like the problem with it is like they gave you too many options, and it's just like I just want a shoe at this point. Like
Yeah.
it's like fondue. Like you go out to an expensive dinner and it's like I have to cook it.
Yeah.
I have to dip it. Like I came to a restaurant, make me food. Like I don't want to. I'm not participating in the
Even
process
That's
of
the
making.
experience, David.
Right.
Even restaurants with big menus, I'm like, come on.
Oh yeah, cheesecake
Come on.
factory.
Oh,
Fantastic.
I was
Good thing I
exactly
only
what I was
order
thinking
one
of.
thing every time, but
Oh my god! They even tell you, here's your like Bible.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it's
They make
half
fun
of
of
its
it.
ads too.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
I know. I can't believe it's like I don't want to read through this. Just give me a burger. I can't handle it. Like it's just too
many.
much. Luckily now they have that insert that's like the low calorie one. It's only got like 8 choices.
There you go.
I'm like I limit myself to that.
No,
one
that's
now.
like immediately.
that's what you take out.
I went to Cheesecake Factory. I don't want a freaking salad. Come on.
That's
now.
why I like In-N-Out because it's like burger,
things.
burger with 2 patties, burger with 1 patty.
I realized
That's
this the other day. There's a Cane's where I live, right next to In-N-Out. Like those are the like they just do chicken fingers and they just do burgers.
What
Like,
do you
it's the
want?
Perfect.
Right.
It's a perfect combination.
Yeah,
of two
exactly.
places.
They're like, we're not getting special.
Anyway, I did some other stuff this week, but we'll talk about that
Wait,
later.
before you pass it on, I forgot something on mine.
Yeah.
And it's you too.
All right, Jordan, what
Pokemon.
else you been doing?
Pokemons.
Oh yeah, Pokemon Go.
You still playing it?
Yeah, a little bit. They did announce, and we'll talk about this later. But Pokemon Go I have to bring to the Apple Watch, which is kind of cool. Which is like,
Oh yeah.
but yeah, we're still going to the parks a couple times a week. We'll go out and walk, and we'll catch the same ones we always catch.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but yeah.
Rat-a-tat.
Pokemon's dead to me, but it was awesome for like 4 weeks. I loved it. It was
Why
really
did you stop
fun.
playing? What level did you stop at?
18. Like literally, I'm like 100 experience from 19, but I just
still
stopped.
22.
Why? What happened? Is it just you're done with it?
I got
you
like
had your fun.
78, and I was just like, yeah, I'm not gonna find them. I'm gonna find Pidgeys forever. And
Sarah's
I'm
at
just
like
gonna find
91.
the ones I want for a while. I don't know. I felt like if I traveled,
91. Oh, 91.
In the Pokedex.
caught.
Yeah,
I
not
thought,
level.
I thought
No, no,
level.
no.
I was like,
Jesus.
Level cap's 40, David. Come on.
okay, I didn't know that. Oh, it is 40. Okay, then my 12 doesn't seem
Well,
so
you didn't
crappy.
listen to the podcast when I first
That is
started.
crappy.
Okay.
Shut up.
if you're not over 20, you're not an elite player.
Whatever.
Yeah. But no, I feel like I need to go to like California, like freshen up, get some new fresh Pokemon or something. I don't know.
You're like, we have to move to California, not because of like
Well,
work.
that's why Sarah's
or-
like, I don't want to go to the same park like that's near us. I want to go to different parks, catch different stuff. But I think it's just you need to go out of the state.
Well, I think
Yeah.
at this point there's got to be some measure of refresh from Niantic, right? I mean, there's got to be. It's starting to, I think, hit critical mass, and then just boredom, right? Like it's the same thing. It's
Well, yeah, that's why they've already announced they're going to do like a buddy system where you can carry a Pokemon around with you and it follows you on the map, and you get candies for that one, so you
Oh,
can
yeah,
grab your
that's
Magikarp, right?
right.
And constantly get candy for that, and shows up on the screen. So it's kind of cool. And then they're going to do that Apple Watch app.
They
which
need
is
to
really
release more Pokemon. They need to release
cool. For sure. There's only 127.
Yeah, they
in the
need to
game.
start.
Yeah, but aren't you guys
No,
like
there's more. I thought there was more than that. 144.
You mean the original Gen 1, there's 151, but in the game, there's
I thought there was
120
144.
there's 127 in the game.
Are you sure?
he's the details guy.
I know, but I was pretty sure I read an article about the guy who caught all of them.
Yeah, and it was
And
127.
He lost like 10 pounds. He
It was
walked
the guy in
like-
New York. It
yeah.
was he caught all 127.
144.
See, now New York is close. That was pretty good.
We'll look it up. I'm looking it up. right now.
You almost had him, Jordan. That was the duck season, rabbit season.
Yep.
Good one,
All
Jordan.
144. Yeah, because it's just the birds. There's no Mewtwo or Mew. And
No
there's
Ditto.
no birds, no Ditto.
Anyways,
What
we'll get
else do
to
you got?
well,
What else do you got?
But my question,
What else you got?
so it's just because of it's reached like you're just hitting a wall. It's just grinding
Yeah,
for the sake of grinding.
Yeah, I mean, I could evolve some more, but yeah, I just don't care. It lost its
Luster.
Yeah, just
not
like,
shiny
and I think
anymore.
it did in all society. I mean, it was everything everyone was talking
That's
about
my
for
point.
like a month, and then everybody just kind of was like, okay.
That's what I'm saying. They have to do something to feed that monster.
So yeah, if they released the rest of them, and then maybe even go into the next ones, green or whatever.
Well, I think also just creating a better game. Like
Yeah, there's a lot more. They need to. What I thought they should do is actually have a like collector like when you first sign up to play, are you a collector or are you
a
trainer?
fighter? Yeah.
Because if
Right,
you're a
right.
trainer, you should be able to fight your guys, raise their levels, fight other people, do the gym
And
thing.
they've said
do
that
all
they
this
want to
stuff.
bring more features, but like you gotta imagine they started out with basic stuff, and they're gonna slowly add more stuff.
Yeah, I know, but they're adding they need to add a battle ability that's better.
That's the part. Like the gym stuff, I don't even do because it's just. You know what I actually do? I'm the snake in the grass. I wait till it falls, the gym, whoever beat the person, and then I sneak in and take the gym.
And then quickly get your
I get my
daily
XP,
rewards,
and then I go away and I lose. And
I
I
did
was
a
at a
couple
pizza
gyms.
parlor, and there's these little kids, and they were like, "Who is this blue guy?" Who's this blue guy who keeps trying to put his crappy Pokemon? And I'm like, "Hey man, I'm getting the daily awards. I don't
That's all
care.
I need you to
I
take from
got
there.
you know how many freaking elixirs or whatever they are? I got 1 billion of those potions. My Pokemon could die 100 million times.
We're both wrong, Jordan, but you are closer. It's 142.
Well, it's closest without
thank
going
you.
over.
140.
Yeah.
Oh,
Technically,
please. I'm
Price
not-
is Right.
I'm not in
Price
Price is
by
Right.
Right rules.
I was way closer by 2 versus your what is it? 16?
Yeah, you were close.
Yeah, I'm way better.
But
Anyway.
breaking news,
I'm better.
they announced the buddy system actually came out today. The update.
Oh, that's cool.
Very, very
I did not
cool.
know that.
But yeah, they should release more Pokemons. And but the
They
thing
will.
that sucks is I was looking through future Pokemon, because I only played Red and Blue. I never played any of the other ones. Well, I was looking through the Pokemon. There's 600 of them or something now.
Mm-hmm.
The last ones, I'm like, you guys are really just mailing it in on these
Yeah,
Pokemon.
you said that
Oh, they're
one of the-
ridiculous.
of
The
the
new one in
evolution.
Sun and Moon, it takes place on a tropical island, I guess, and there's a sandcastle Pokemon. I'm like, come on.
Yeah, there was one Pokemon and its evolution was a rotation 90 degrees to the right. And I was like,
Look
really?
like Voltorb, they just flipped him upside down. Electrode!
I was like, wow, you guys are mailing it in.
I think they're running out of ideas. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, come on, I could think of something better.
It's also kids. You know what I mean? They're like,
don't care.
kids
Yeah,
don't care. We're
we'll
gonna
make the
sell it."
money. Who
Yeah,
cares?
exactly.
But yeah, so anyways, I had to bring up Pokemon. It was really a lot of fun, but yeah.
I think you'll
That
come
to me-
back as soon as they bring back more features. Like you said, maybe they'll.
They need to do the trainer, like a true trainer, because they don't feel like a trainer in that game.
Yeah, I wanted
yet.
to. I wanted to go play. What was that game on? Was it 64 Pokemon Snap, the camera
Yeah,
one?
64.
That was fun. I remember
That
that
was
game.
a good
That was a
game.
good game. It feels like that.
Another
just need
game where
more-
they didn't put in all 150 Pokemon. Why? They put 96 in that game or something.
I think it's the storage on that. The 3D. It was the first game that had 3D rendered Pokemon, right? Because it came out before
care.
Stadium, I think.
I don't want your excuses.
He doesn't want technological excuses.
Move
You
a
can take your
rock
memory
and put
card
a
and go
Pokemon
print
in
your
it.
Pokemon. Remember when you go to GameStop?
Yeah, that was the cool part. I remember doing that. You
Like
take it
Game
to
Crazy?
that was a lot of fun.
I never did that.
You didn't? It was fun. It was cool.
don't
It was
care.
like a super dorky thing to do, but it was
yeah.
it was cool.
I kept my dorkiness hidden.
That's
I
true. You
hid
have said that,
behind
yeah.
it. Yeah, I hid behind it. I did it in the background.
we wore it proud.
Yeah, I was all out.
Anything
All right,
else?
sorry. Now you
Back to
can pass.
Gerald?
Go ahead and pass it.
No, David, what you doing?
All right. Got a couple things this week that I did. Of course, Labor Day. Had a good Labor Day. We had our fantasy draft, which we talked about last week. Got to watch some football this week, which is always, I'm so glad football's back.
Such a